You going to say hello?
Hello. I'm tea and coffee now.
I've finished my tea.
So Shannon doesn't have any
so I don't
incidents.
Snort it out and then ask if I can drink it on the internet. Do you know how many people asked me about it? Did I drink the rest of the tea when I was at the show? So I went to was it Big Flock?
Warm Monty. Well, it was Big Flock and the Warm Monty, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Big Flock they knew, didn't they?
Yeah.
I can't remember how long ago it was. What last one was?
Yeah, because it's exactly 2 months ago today we recorded the last one.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I said it. You said it's around about the 11th of May, and you said it's actually the 11th of May.
Yeah. So at the Big Flock and at the Warm Monty, in fact, more people at the Warm Monty asked me, "Do I still drink my tea through my nose?" No, I don't. I mean, a lot of people have said, why didn't I just drink it as well? And I said, if I didn't have it on video, on camera, going online, I probably would have. Because it was my nose. That's still gross, isn't it? Please cut that bit out.
I'll think about it. I will think about it.
She's not going to. I'm really hot now.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
It's because you're embarrassed.
I am. A little bit embarrassed. Anyway, yeah. What's the plan, Stan?
What's the plan? We're just going to talk rubbish as usual, and
You're really, really in the corner. Hold on, I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Hello. And now I'm really in the corner. All right?
Yep.
Cool. It's going to look really weird with me just going whoop. Anyway,
you shouldn't hoover. You shouldn't hoover until before the next one.
Why?
Because the tripod.
Because I'll have the tripod marks in my rug. Yes. We'll see.
Right then.
Boo's here as well. We like Boo. Keep him on.
We'll wake up, Boo. Wasn't that a song?
I don't know. Was it?
I think so.
Yeah. As usual, not a professional podcast.
I'm nearly done.
Okay.
Carry on talking.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't want to talk about this. But I feel like we should do our normal.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Well, go on then.
Blah, blah.
You can start.
You start usually.
Okay. So welcome to another episode of Norfolk Girls Knitting Podcast. Today is episode
19.
No, 19. I hurt myself.
Why?
Oh dear. Show my age. The song.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that one straight away. I'm not with it today.
I dragged you up better than that.
I know, I am not with it today.
So, yeah, episode 19. We're coming to you from Shannon's house today. We are Norfolk Girls Knitting on Instagram and Ravelry.
No. We're not Norfolk Girls Knitting on Ravelry.
We're Norfolk Girls Knitting on Instagram and YouTube. Shall we start again?
You're the one that's editing this, so we've got 5 minutes of rubbish so far. If you want to start again, we can start again.
I'm going to start again.
Okay.
Deep breath.
Anyway,
I'm going to start even if you're laughing.
Okay, go on.
So, good morning and welcome to episode 19 of the Norfolk Girls Knitting Podcast. You can find us on Instagram and obviously YouTube, and we have an email address for the channel, which is norfolkgirlsknitting@gmail.com. Individually, I'm Amanda, and I'm Miss Mandy Lou on Instagram and Ravelry.
And I'm Shannon, and I am Blue Fern Yarns on Instagram, Ravelry, and Facebook. I do have to say, on Facebook, I don't actually get the notifications. They come through on my phone, but they're like 26 days old. Why? I don't know. I've tried to look at the settings, but if you want to reach out, you can reach out to me through Instagram, Ravelry, or email, which is bluefern. Oh no, it's not. It's hello@bluefernyarns.co.uk. The website is bluefernyarns.co.uk. That is what I was going to say. We you can reach out to me on the website as well, actually.
Have you got a contact
I have
form?
got a contact form on there. But anyway.
Okie doke.
This is going bad already, isn't
So,
it?
I think we're a bit delirious because the weather's dropped by about 15 degrees.
Yeah. It's still warm. It's still like 20-something degrees in here.
Is it?
My clock's the other way around, yeah. I think it's like 22 degrees in here at the minute. I've got a clock with a temperature thing over there. Behind you. To the side of you. Anyway. I'm done. I'm done.
And it's obviously been a couple of months, so Shannon just wants to talk.
Yep. I haven't talked to many people this week.
Oh, poor lamb.
What do you mean? That was not a delivery, that was a collection. But anyway.
Okay. I can't remember what we were saying.
I just said that I hadn't talked to anyone
Oh, yes.
for most of the week. And you just went, oh, poor lamb.
So, what have we been up to?
Well, I wrote down a few things, but they feel really outdated now because it's been a little while.
Okay, we need to apologise. I need to apologise because it's my fault.
It is this time, actually.
It is my
because
fault.
I had some stuff to share and you didn't.
So,
Not much. But...
so basically, after the last podcast, I started my new job. I was so excited about starting my new job.
Mm-hmm.
It's a job.
A job is a job.
It's a job. And also, I've got a 12-month contract and I've made a 52-week grid and I'm crossing off the weeks.
Already.
I'm only 8 weeks in.
That's not promising, is it?
That's not good, is it? I think it's because it's not the job exactly, it's just that I don't want to work.
So also,
I'm
with
having
that,
too much fun.
is she hadn't actually done any knitting. She did like
I finished the last 8 rows of my jumper.
Yeah, so we were going to meet up and then you phoned me like the 2 days before and you said, like, I haven't really got anything to show. And I said, okay, so what have you been working on?
I finished the last 8 rows of my jumper.
Yeah, that is it. And I was like, what, in a whole month? And she's like, yeah. That's all she did for a whole month. Like, what happened?
I know.
Anyway.
So I have worked on something since then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a bag of stuff down there.
So I've got a bag of stuff. So it's all knitting. Yeah, job is going okay.
It's not horrific, is it?
It's not horrific.
The journey's not bad either. It's like...
It's like from my front door to the car park at work is 7 minutes.
Drive, not walk.
Oh God, no. Yeah, so I can do it. It's fine. I'm gonna get a drink.
Yeah. Well, I will start talking. So yeah, what have I been up to? So obviously we did a podcast in early May and then mid-May I did the big flock and I had my lovely friend Nicola from Tea Cake and Make give up her weekend and help me out for the whole weekend, which was fantastic.
I just sat and knitted for 2 days with all my friends.
She did the driving for me as well because it would have taken, how many days?
3.5 days.
If I drove. It wouldn't have, by the way, because I had a lot of people say, would it really take you 3.5 days to get here? No. Not the way I drive anyway.
No. Shannon hates driving, so we go everywhere we
ATV as quick as possible. I do stick to the limits. I'm just at the top end of the limit rather than... Anyway.
I met so many people. I met Nancy from
Knits at Happy. She's a lovely lady.
I sat and knitted with Nancy. I sat and knitted with Becky from Back to Blighty. Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful.
Ruth from Ruth Loves to Knit.
Ruth from Ruth Loves to Knit.
And you knit on quite a bit of her jumper, didn't you?
While she was going off and visiting stands, I didn't take... Well...
She took her own project, but did she work on it? No. Why is that? What project did you take?
It's a 1x1 ribbed hat. Ironically, I've worked on it since.
Oh, have you?
Not a lot. Don't get carried away. But yeah, so I didn't want to work on that, and then it was because
you were knitting on everybody's.
So basically, when we go to a show, I take loads of knitting, and we never do it because we're too busy and we're knackered.
Because you weren't working.
And then I forgot that I wasn't working.
She was the driver for the weekend.
So I worked on Stacey from the Heartmore Podcast's Cow. Loads of people, and I'm sorry if I've forgotten to mention you, but I had a wonderful time.
Oh, there were so many people.
Yeah.
Big sis and little bro?
Big sis and little bro.
I thought I was going to say that the wrong way around then.
Big sis and little bro. And I got to cuddle Adeline.
She's cute.
She was so cute.
Don't get broody, it's not happening.
Well, it's not happening.
No, I mean me, I'm not.
Obviously, the Twinset and Purl girls, and Maggie, and
I don't know. I saw
Ruth
so
and
many
Caroline, and yeah, it was wonderful. Yeah. And I think if you're gonna go to one of the events, it's such a lovely place to just sit and knit and catch up with everybody.
Yeah. But don't forget to look around because there were so many fantastic
there
stalls
were
there as well.
Yeah, I did spend some money, but yeah.
She kept coming up to me, look what I bought, look what I bought. And one thing that she came up to me was one thing that I mentioned for her to go and have a look at, thinking that I would buy it, and you bought it.
What?
The brushed merino and that green. So yeah, a little bit unhappy about that. But I could have bought it, but
well, you can have it if you want.
No, it's yours. I've got my own stash. Anyway, so yeah, did the big flock. I have been very much enjoying my new garden. I keep saying it's a new garden. I got it done in April. It's still new to me. Love my garden.
You
now.
had a birthday barbecue, didn't you?
Had a birthday barbecue out there, which was lovely. I did the wool Monty, which was a lot of fun. I had my lovely friend Kate give up her weekend and help me. Honestly, I have the best friends ever. So yes, she came and helped me for the weekend.
I looked after Bennett.
You looked after Bennett. Yeah, I kept getting photos of a black cat on a black sofa, helping you fold some boxes because you did some box folding for me, didn't you?
I came in and there was a thing on the side saying, "Can you do these for me?
Pretty please."
Yeah. I don't mind actually.
You can just sit down and do it, can't you?
Yeah.
Do it while the TV's on. I normally do, but like,
yeah,
I didn't have time. And then, what else have I been up to?
You've been taking weekends off, haven't you? So you've been going out with friends and
I've been trying to, yeah. So last weekend I didn't because it was a little bit cooler than the week. So I've been getting out in the studio whilst it's cooler. I mean, it's still not cold. It's still too hot for me. I don't like the heat. I like the cold. I'm a knitter. I'm a yarn worker. I know how to stay warm. I think I said that to one of the security guards at the big flock. So they had, I'm going to explain it, but you can cut it out if you want. But so we found out as vendors I can't remember what the hall, you had hall A and B, and one of the halls, the one that I was in, had heating on, we found out, and we were like, it's May, why have we got the heating on? It's way too hot. And I spoke to one of the security guards that was sort of there, and I just said, you do realise that we are knitters and crocheters and yarn crafters. We are the people that know how to stay warm. And he looked at me and said, yeah, you probably do. And that was it. He didn't say anything else. And I was like, so you're not going to fix the problem then? He's like, can't do anything about it. I was like, okay then. And then I walked off. Got his number as well. Didn't do anything about it. But anyway. I haven't done that for a while, have I?
No.
Anyway.
Once, I saw her coming around the bottom of my road when she was coming to see me, and a fire engine had stopped alongside her. One of the firemen jumped out and asked for your number.
Yeah. Was I with Susan or was I with you? I was in the city and there was a fire truck and there was a little girl.
You were Susan.
So yeah, so there was a fire truck and it was like a promotional thing so they could, I think, raise money. And they were letting like young kids sit in the fire truck. And I looked at Susan when I saw this little girl get up and have a go, and she was like really, really happy. I looked at Susan and she said, don't you dare. So of course I did. So I went up to the fire truck, put my hands behind my back, rocked on my feet and said, can I sit in the fire truck please? And he laughed and let me. It was good fun. Yeah. Anyway.
Right then. enough of this nonsense. Blimey.
Yeah, 17 minutes of rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yes, so we will get to the knitting
We will.
and our projects, but Shannon's got a boast.
Yeah.
Shameless self-promotion.
Yeah, I'm now going to find it. So, by the time you watch this magazine will be out and you can go and purchase. And it's the knitting magazine. It's this one. It's... does it have a number? They normally have a number. Issue 271. If you are UK based. I think you can get it online as well. And I have a little interview in here. Yeah, little interview. And also, I am going to see if I can find it.
And we promote our friends.
Yes, so...
Is there a picture of the pattern earlier on?
I don't think there is, no. I'm just going to show you this bit. These are not the best, there's better photos. But my friend Nicola from TK Can Make has made a sock design in Blue Fern Yarns, and we are selling the sock sets. They are called the Summer Stroll socks, and they are a beautiful lace detail.
We're going to see if we can get a picture from Nicola.
Oh no, I've got a picture. I can send you a picture.
Yeah, we'll put the
We'll
picture,
put the picture in. And they're beautiful socks. They are so lovely. Not her usual style, because Nicola is known for colourwork socks and cows and things like that. But do make sure you go and check out the magazine. I am super pleased. I've never done anything like that before, and it was kind of exciting. So yeah, and you can find out about how Blue Fern Yarn started, how I started knitting, and various things like that. And it is in my language, because there is a word, bonkers, is written in there. Why I wrote that when we were talking about it, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So please do go check that out.
Good.
So how many
I have got
FOs have you got?
1 FO and 5 whips.
I have got 3 FOs, 2 sample knits, 2 whips, and something which is sewing related.
Okie dokie.
So what are you wearing?
So, this was almost finished in the last podcast. This is the Mara blouse by the Knit Purl Girl. It's the test knit at the moment. There's a DK version and a 4-ply fingering weight version. Long sleeves and short sleeves.
Is it designed with stripes, or did you
designed with the stripes? She tells you where to put the stripes in. It's like I can't remember the name of the shoulder construction.
It's not saddle, is it?
Well, no.
Is it?
No, I think it might be contiguous. I cannot remember.
Can you put it on the
I'll
screen?
put it on the screen.
And down below. So everything we talk about is down below.
Everything.
As well.
Oh yeah, you can find us. All the places you can find us online and all that kind of stuff is down below.
Yeah.
So it's I made it in drop spell, and the red is cherry, and the white is white. Stating the obvious. And yeah, I have a few thoughts. Now, it's nothing to do with the pattern.
No.
When I first started this, oh blimey, did you hear that? I must be hungry.
I was going to say, are you hungry?
So when I first started this, I chose a size that would fit me. I have been going to, do I say this? I've basically been trying to prioritise my health this year. And I've been going to the gym, and I have lost a number of kilos, and it's now kind of a bit too big, so it will fall off my shoulders if I don't, if I'm not conscious of sort of like holding them in there. So I will probably make it again because it is comfortable. I did say last time that I was really hopeful about the shoulder construction and how it would sit on my shoulders and things like that, and it does. It's just that I've picked the wrong size. So
if you made the size smaller, it would fit
so
a bit
it
better
tends
right
to
now.
sort of bunch up here a bit. So I will make it again, but in the smaller size, I think.
It's good.
Yeah. And we're going to take some photos afterwards, so we will put some in of me standing up.
Yeah.
So that's it. The Mara blouse by the Knit Purl Goal.
Yeah. I like it. I want to just apologise. So because it is warm, we've got all the windows open, and outside is gravel. So I don't know if you could hear that a minute ago, where the cars were just driving past. I've got a car park that's right next to my house, and people obviously go and use it for those that live around here. So yeah, just want to apologise.
How dare they park outside their homes?
Well, it's not outside their house, is it?
Well, at the back of their house.
It's the back of their house or the side of my house. How dare they?
How dare they? Rude. So yes, and I only had about 8 rows to finish last time. I finished them. I will need to sort of block it again because
Is it an I cord?
The I cords
Rolling up.
keep rolling up, and I know that it's blocking because the green Crystal Creek tee that I was wearing last time has got an I cord finishing, and that doesn't roll up because I obviously blocked that properly.
Did you pin this one out when you block it? No. Okay. That'll be why then.
So yes.
Well, I'm obviously not wearing any knitwear because it's quite warm. I'm going to keep saying that. But I have got some finished objects. So I'm just checking that I showed this last time.
Yes, you did.
I did show this last time, but I don't think I showed it the time before. I think it was new.
I think it was new last time.
Yeah, so it was new last time, and I've now finished it. And it is my, surprisingly, Tolsta Lento hybrid. It's been folded up because obviously this would have been ready to show if we did a podcast in June, but we didn't. So it's got a folded crease, but this is my fluffy Tolsta. So I've held 2 strands together, and the yarn is patterns by Rebecca Clow, if you don't know. And the Lento is by, I did this last time.
Yona Helen.
Yeah. And what it is I've used the Tolsta stitch count, but the Lento raglan increases just because I prefer them. There is nothing fancy about them. There is literally, you can just see the stripe there for the increases for the raglan. I did talk about it a lot last time, didn't I, where I cast on the smaller size for the neck. Then I did some increases to make it up to size 5 in the pattern, which I believe is about 44-inch bust, 44 or 46-inch bust.
Something like that.
Something like that. We'll pop that down below. And I just did short sleeves. The yarn is Blue Fern Yarns, but they were seconds because it's not the true colour. So it's the Sophie Snooze seconds. So you can see it's quite faded. It's got a lot of grey in there, and it's not supposed to have that much grey in it. And I used a cozy 4-ply, which is 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk and 10% cashmere. And then I also held it with a Suri silk lace, which is my old Suri silk base, which was the 74% baby alpaca, 26% silk. So this is going to be very, very warm. I don't know why I did it with short sleeves, but
I think you were running out of light. You only had a couple of skeins, didn't you?
Yeah. But yeah, it feels absolutely divine. It is so lightweight as well.
I'm not touching it, it's too hot.
Okay. But yeah, so I've got that. And then I've also, just want to shamelessly plug these. A friend of mine has made me loads of these little clothing tags, and I am putting them on the front of all my handmade garments, so that I know what's the front and what's the back, because sometimes when you lift them up, some patterns don't actually have short row shaping at the back.
Which I think should be illegal.
It doesn't bother me, it bothers you, doesn't it? It doesn't bother me at all.
It concerns me because of the fit.
Yeah.
So,
but she's made me so many of them that I'm actually now selling them on my website. They have got like a little removable screw fixing. So if you decide you want to rip out the garment because it doesn't fit you in a few years' time and reuse the yarn, which is amazing about yarn, you can reuse it as many times as you want.
Material.
These are also recyclable because they've got a removable tag, and they're like PU leather, lasered with a little sheep. I know you can get them from Temu, but my friend actually makes them here in Norwich, in Norfolk. And I thought I'd support her and pass on some money when I sell them. Yeah, so they are on the website now if you do want them.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to do another finished object? Because you've got more than me, haven't you?
Yeah, okay. Well, this is another... Did I do this one last time? Yeah, so this was another new one last time. I've got quite a few new ones from last time. There's my tags, that's the fun. So this is the Ripple Camisole by Jessie Maed Designs. And I have made it out of Filcolana Arwetta. Arwetta, is that how you pronounce it? Arwetta. Which is 80% wool, 20% nylon, and the colour is 812 grey. I used about 135 grams of the yarn. It's a 4-ply weight yarn. And I do have a photo, so I'll send you the photo so you can see the fit of it. It fits quite nicely. I do wish I did it like literally an inch longer. But it's not enough.
Is that one of those ones where you go like, that's long enough?
Basically. No, it's not the first time I've made this. So this is the second time I've made this camisole, and it is slightly different on the back. I mean, you still have the shaping, but it's a little bit lower. So at the front, it's a little bit higher. And when I made it before, I followed the pattern exactly. I picked the size that it recommended because there's loads of negative ease. I was fairly new to knitting at the time.
And you're quite a tight knitter as well.
And I'm a tight knitter, so it was tiny. I never wore it because I didn't like it. It was too tight for me and I didn't like it. The size that I made, did I say the size last time? So this one, I've actually made the XL in the pattern. So according to the pattern, I should have made the medium size based on what she recommends for all the sizes. But I've made the XL. The straps are ever so slightly too long, but
you just have to know that for next time, don't you?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't usually like rib, but I didn't mind the 3x3 rib. That was quite nice actually. And yeah, I got a little tank top. So I'm trying to fill in clothes in my wardrobe that I always wear. I always wear like tank tops or like chunkier strap tops or things like that. Even in the winter, they'll just go underneath the jumper or whatever. So I just wanted to make some things because I've got a couple that I really need to throw out because they're a bit tatty. I've had them for years and years and years, and they're shop bought. They're not anything fancy. So I'm trying to fill in a few gaps in my wardrobe, and that is one of them. And because I didn't know how the pattern would look, whether I would actually wear it, I did it out of the Filcolana, which I got from Nan, who got from you. Which I think we mentioned last time, didn't we? Yeah. So yeah, that's two of my FOs.
So my first whip is actually a sample knit for John Arben.
Okay, so the yarn is Apple Door DK.
Yeah, so you've got your two different colourways.
Okay. So it's Apple Door DK, and this, one of them is a winter Pomeroy. I don't know why you get me to pronounce things. I always pronounce it wrong. So that is the label. And then the other one is called Billy Down Pippin, which is quite funny. And does it say, it says, designed, blended and spun in our mill in Devon, UK. It's 100% wool, 40% Devon clothes wool, 40% Romney, and 20% Exmoor blue face. Well, I was going to say Leicester, but obviously it doesn't say Leicester, it's Exmoor. You've got 250 metres per 100 grams.
So it's a DK weight yarn, which is quite a light DK. And I'm making for them the Ship Shape cardigan by Heidi Kiermaier.
Let me tell this
out. So it's a very, very woolly wool.
Yes. But it blocks nicer.
And it blocks. It blooms really. It's almost like if anybody's ever used Holscan Super Soft, where it kind of blooms. I haven't got my swatch in here because otherwise I did a swatch.
Well, you have to as
a sample knitter. I always do a swatch. I always do a really big swatch, and I will.
So rather than just doing a 10 centimetre by 10 centimetre square.
Yeah. So I would literally cast on, say, for a double knitting, it would be 50 stitches, and I will do probably 8 inches, and then wash it, and then when I pin it out, I will pin the top of the swatch, leave the bottom not pinned, and then tilt the blocking board up, so the weight of the water will actually give a truer impression on what the weight, because when you make a swatch you're barely using 10 grams,
and the weight of that
and your jumper or whatever. So for this I've so far used 400 grams. It will give you no idea. So I always do a big swatch, but this yarn blooms, so it doesn't look particularly neat at the moment.
But it's a woolly wool.
Yeah.
It's not got a smooth look straight away. It's when it's blocked it will then look really nice.
And I've struggled to work on this because it's quite a woolly wool. It's quite a hairy wool. And
it's quite drying.
It's quite drying, and sometimes when I'm like really, because we've had temperatures in the high 30s, it feels as if my hands are really hairy because it feels as if the thing's coming off hairy palms. So
that's a different thing altogether, isn't it?
It's
throwing that out there.
Right. So the construction of the cardigan is a saddle. So you make these bits first, these triangle parts,
bits there,
and then you pick up along here for your back, pick up along here for your front, and then you knit down a certain length. And then what you do is you
do you want to show on this side because you've got the sleeve where you can...
Yeah. Okay. So on the sleeve, so what happens is you knit down to a certain thing, and then you pick up all your stitches all the way along the armhole edge.
Can I just do that bit? There we go.
There.
So you can see where the stripes change direction.
So you turn it, your work, so you're knitting across. And then you put your sleeves on hold and join underneath and work it backwards and forwards. It's worked.
I wonder what that'll fit like.
You can try it on if you like. So it's worked. There's an I-cord kind of thing as you go, finishing, so there's no button band to pick up. Your buttonholes are worked as you go. I don't know if you can see there, they've got some stitch markers on there where the buttonholes are.
You've got one there.
Yeah. And so the only thing that I've got to do is obviously finish this sleeve, do the other one, and then just pick up around the collar.
Is it just ribbing, like?
Just ribbing.
So you've got ribbing at the bottom.
And then obviously block it. So it's been quite nice doing it. It's quite a different construction. Heidi Kiermaier has got a ship shape jumper and a ship shape crew neck jumper.
Okay.
So
yeah. What's up? Because you're doing the size that they've wanted.
So they wanted me to do size S2, which is small 2. So the body went by fairly quickly because it was quite cool, and then it got really, really hot. So it's been a bit difficult to work on. The colours are the Heidi Kiermaier used this yarn for her design, and the colours are the same as the ones that she used in her.
So winter Pomeroy, which
is
one's
the
lighter one?
Tealy colour.
And then Billy Down Pippin. So this one here is the winter Pomeroy. It's not far off the true colour actually, is it?
And I don't know if you picked it up on there, but it's like not a flat colour.
Yeah, it's almost like it's spun.
It is spun.
you know, like hand spun. With
Yeah,
all the
it's
twisting.
spun on the yarn at the mill.
Oh. Okay.
And then this one, I don't know if you
What was the name of that one?
Wind really down Pippin, and I don't know if you can see on that, but there's actually a strand of teal going through it.
I can see it, but I don't. It's quite brightening up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah.
So you've kind of got like 3 or 4 different strands
Yeah.
in that, haven't you? So you've got a navy, you've got a black, and then you've got the teals. And...
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sorry. Shopping yarn whilst on a podcast.
That's why we do these things. Yeah, so it shouldn't take too much longer. By the time the next podcast comes around, I'll have sent it back to John Arbon.
But you'll get some photos.
But I'll get some photos, and I might get you to put it on because it's probably your size. So I think it will fit you, because you know how the Elton that I made you fits you, kind of really fitted.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think it will look. So I'll get Shannon to put it on and take some pictures.
I think it's supposed to be oversized though, isn't it?
No.
So if it's like the Elton. Because the Elton's supposed to be oversized, but I didn't get an Elton oversized.
Yeah, no, I don't think that is supposed to be too oversized. Oh, yeah. So that's that one.
Cool. Do you want to do that one on me?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one you will have seen before. I don't know whether it was new last time. I'm not looking. So I don't
it's been on a couple.
It's been on a couple, yeah. So this is the Granny Hexy cardigan. Oh no, it's just Hexy cardigan by Kelly Phelps. Do you want to hold one side and I'll hold the other? So it is finished. It is done. The colours are blowing out quite a bit, unfortunately. But yeah, so I have finished it. I will very quickly put it on just so you can sort of see the top half, but I'll get you to take a photo and then you can see what it looks like on completely when I stand up, because I'm not going to stand up now.
So it's usually a DK weight pattern.
Yes, but my stash is mostly made up of like a 4-ply weight yarn because I prefer knitting with 4-ply and crocheting with 4-ply. So yes, as you can see, it's got sort of 3/4 length sleeves. It is a bit cropped on the body, but
Not too much.
I suppose it'll look alright with this. I did wear it with jeans to knit group. I'm going to take it off again because it's quite hot. Yeah, and I really like it. So I have done a few bits different because I always do, apparently.
Patterns are guidelines.
Patterns are guidelines. So I have followed the pattern where you start on the underarm and you go out to make a certain size. It does. I'm not going to go through the pattern like.
Is it paid for?
I can't remember if it's paid for. I think it is paid for. So it tells you how big you should make it for roughly your size. What I did is I picked up a cardigan that I've got, laid it on the floor, measured roughly how much I wanted. Then you go through and you add bits in the middle to make the back a little bit wider than the front. So then obviously it sits around the back of your neck properly. And then obviously you do the other side. And then what I did is for the sleeves, so you can see that I did a round in the dark navy of the hexagon. I did a round, and then I did the same amount of crochet in the sleeve as I did in the back. So it all is matchy because I could.
Don't just throw these things together.
No. And then I actually did a knitted cuff. And it's just a 1x1 rib. You can see that I went round and picked up the stitches. I don't know if you can see that, but I picked up all the stitches and then just did a knitted cuff. So I picked up the stitches, I did knit 1, knit 2 together for a little bit of a rapid decrease, so you can see it is a little bit smaller, and then just did a few rounds of 1x1 rib. Did the same on the other side. And then I also picked up for a bit of a button band. I'm not putting buttons on it.
It's an edge, isn't it?
Edge, yeah. Oh, before I did that, I did the bottom. I can show you there. So I did the bottom here, and then you can see that when I did the button band, I'm going to call it that because it makes sense to me, I did the same where I picked up from the knitting all the way around. The only bit that I'm a little bit annoyed with myself is I didn't add additional stitches in the back of the neck. I just picked up, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't really paying attention when I picked up those stitches. And I should have added a few extra. So because when I put it on, the fronts, you'll see when I stand up and we put the photo in, the fronts lift up ever so slightly, because there isn't as much material around the back of my neck. But it doesn't bother me enough to take it off and do it again.
Fair enough.
I still like it. It's a little cardigan. It's literally one that I will throw in my bag when I go to knit group, because we gate crash at Costa and they have quite strong aircon, so it gets very, very cold even in this heat. We sat there and all with our cardies on. Or it's one that I'm just planning on just throwing on around the house. But it's kind of a jackety cardigan shape rather than a big, loose, comfortable cardigan. It's more of a, you could wear it almost as a jacket, if that makes any sort of sense. Yeah, so the colours that I've used, do you mind holding that up while I show the labels? Excuse me, I have to reach over and grab them. Shameless self-promotion as well, because there's one of my colours. So this lighter colour, it's a bit more blue in real life, it's coming up really, really grey on the screen, is Emma's yarn. So you can just about see the label there, and it's called, oh hang on, it's called It's Casual, and it's an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 400 yards per 100 grams, so that's 369 meters ish. Yeah, something like that anyway. So what I did is I literally cast on, used about 50 grams of this, or at least half of the skein, and then went back and did the other half. I actually managed to get it so there was next to no waste on that. There was like a bit that I sewed in on either side, so you know, perfect. The next one is Birdstreet Yarn, and it's called Pebbles on a Beach. I have had that in my stash. Did I get that from your D-stash? So Mum had it, I got it from her as a D-stash, and I've had it in my stash for ages. I think I bought this one. I think I bought this one from Unravel when I went, because I bought Pebbles on a Beach, Kestrel, and another one, because they were almost a fade, from Unravel when I went as a customer.
Then I've probably still got my Pebbles on the Beach.
You've probably still got it, yeah. It's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 425 meters per 100 grams. And I basically did the same thing where I picked up one, used it until half of it, or just under 50 grams was used. So there was just over 50 grams left. And then because I couldn't quite get another round out basically. So I did that, and I did the same again with the next one, which is called Craftybird. So it's the one with a bit more gold in it. Again, it's looking a bit washed out. I'll see if I can get a photo and we can pop that in as well. And that one's called Golden Hour, and it's 100% superwash merino, 100 grams, 400 meters. And then the very dark blue that I've used to go just around it is Blue Fern Yarns. So I will just show you my logo, even though I'm sure you probably know what it is. So that's the logo, and it is called Ink. So it's on my classic sock, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it is 425 meters per 100 grams. And I only used 100 grams of each of those skeins, so I didn't have much left over at all. I think the most I had from one of the skeins was about 15 grams, which was the ink. So that went into stash, and the other ones were like less than a gram each. So I was really, really happy about that. So that's not bad. Yeah. 400 grams of yarn, not heavy, which I thought was quite surprising, because crochet is very, what I call yarn hungry. It will use a lot of yarn to make a crochet stitch. So yeah, really, really happy with that. It's gonna fall off the table. Anyway, so nice bag. Tea cake and me, Nicola. Nicola could have a drinking game with this one, couldn't she? Sorry, Nicola.
So,
is this the hat?
this is the hat that I took to the big flock and didn't knit on.
Did you even do a round? I know you didn't in the rooms.
No.
Didn't do a whole round. It went all the way to Bristol and back again for a jolly.
For a jolly, went for a ride. But since I've...
stitch marker.
It's one of the... So, is it Needle and Notions?
Yep. It's a little mushroom.
Yeah. There's
So
a Mario
cute.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
So it's just literally a 1x1 ribbed hat. I've done that much since I've been back, so
Nearly 2 inches, maybe 2 inches.
it's about an inch.
I was trying to make you feel better.
And I am using Rowan Pure Wool Superwash Worsted.
It's blowing out quite a bit. In fact, it's probably, no, if you keep it held down there, that is probably the real colour. It's blowing out where I'm holding it up.
Yeah, it's just a rust colour.
It's beautiful. Feels nice.
Yeah. So I'm just making 1x1 ribbed hats, and these are going to be for the homeless.
Yeah.
We've got a homeless charity that we put boxes together for, and they go off and keep people nice and warm in the winter and the cold weather. And I just think that, you know, I'm lucky enough to have a roof over my head and the ability to keep warm, so why not?
Yeah.
I've got quite a lot of individual skeins of the pure wool worsted, so I should just keep over and over again.
So you'll probably see a few more at some point as well.
Not too many.
So I suppose Susan does a lot more.
Susan does a lot more. My sister's more dedicated. I'm just trying to chuck this on the floor.
Okay. Shall I do these two together?
Yeah.
Do you want to hold this one up? So these two are both sample knits. They're very different projects. So we've got one which is the Ranunculus. This was sample knit for me. So thank you very much, Mandy. It is made out of my Yak DK in the colourway The Hunt. And it is just beautiful. I absolutely love it.
I used this in the stripe in my ribbling.
Yes.
I love this colour.
Yes, it is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I haven't taken photos of it yet, but I will do. But if you come and see me at shows, you will probably see, in fact, you will definitely see this on the stand.
So the next one is
Summer Wool Festival
in a couple of weeks' time, isn't it?
in Ampthill Hill. Yep.
Yeah.
Redbourne High School. And then I got this one was delivered to me yesterday, which was lovely. And again, it was sample knit for me. So thank you very much, Mel. It's absolutely beautiful. If you haven't seen this before, I don't know where you've been. It is the Simon Shawl by Twinset and Purl. And I'm going to see if I can get a little bit closer. So the colours, the main blue colour, what?
I'm looking at it and she's like...
Oh, I'm pulling it away from you. So yeah, the blue colour is the sort of main colour. It is Stonewash on my classic base, and then the contrast colour, which is the white with the blue and orange speckles, is called Coastal Shells. And I just love how that looks. It's kind of got a bit of a gingham
yes
effect.
Houndstooth.
Or houndstooth, yeah, and I absolutely love it. So you just need 2 100-gram skeins.
It's
in
massive.
contrasting. Yeah, it is huge because like it is here, and it's just gonna keep going.
I like shawls like that though.
Yeah,
they go wear 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, they wear really nicely. And the reason I asked for this as a sample is because you did the Alexander for me, and it's got the same sort of construction where you start small.
Yeah, same
go
construction kind of thing. 2 colours but slightly different pattern.
Yeah, very different pattern. But yeah, absolutely love it.
You always wear the Alexander on the stand, don't you?
Usually I do, and that's made out of my cosy base, but I just really wanted it, so I asked somebody to sample it for me. And they've both, well, Mandy's already got her yarn, and Mel, I will be dyeing yours up because you've got a monthly club.
So if you are interested in becoming a sample knitter for Shannon, the best thing to do is sign up to her newsletter on her website.
Or there is if you go onto the website under the tab that says info, you can apply to be a sample knitter. Now all spaces are filled at the moment, but do feel free to fill it in. And there's one for knitting, one for crochet. And what I'll do is I will keep your details on file because I've got a few more samples that I want knit. So I will be in touch later on this year. So yeah. Love my sample knits.
Perfect. So this next one you've seen before. I haven't done too much on it, but I have done some, so I'm showing it. So this is the Autumn Alpine by Caitlin Hunter of Broiling Knitworks. And I still haven't finished the colour work on it, but
is it just because it's too hot? And
it's just too hot. It's a really fluffy, warm yarn.
Do you want me to hold up?
Oh, that looks really nice.
You said that last time when you saw it held up on the screen.
Let me just pull it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, Mum, you need to finish it.
I know.
It looks beautiful. The colours aren't bad. They're a little bit lighter on screen than they are in real life, but not like hugely.
Yeah.
But oh.
So, and as a reminder, the yarn is the contrast yarn is. I'm ignoring her. Transitions by the Fibre Company, and it is in the.
That's the example swatch. No, don't think it has. Oh, hang on. Would it be around
Shade name?
It just says shade reference. Why? Oh, liminal tide. We'll get there eventually.
And that's without me getting my glasses on, which are there.
Why have you not put them on?
Because I don't want to.
Okay.
And then the main colour is in Durum Natura Ulisse. It's weird. I said this last time. I will do it again. It's kind of like
Fussian. Fusain. Fussian.
All right.
Is that how you say it? I don't know. That's the colour, apparently.
But it's a sport weight yarn, and it's like really
stretchy,
springy.
Oh yeah.
It's not sort of stretchy, just springy.
That's really weird. We're just going to sit here and stretch your
film
yarn.
my project. Yeah.
We do weird things when we're on here, apparently.
Yeah. Obviously, not a huge amount of progress, but I'm hoping to. It will be done in the winter time.
Are you going to do long sleeves or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have got a couple of quantities of fingering weight yarn from the knitting shed that I could do the t-shirt version, but I might get this one done first.
Might.
Yeah, so it's the Autumn Alpine by Caitlin Hunter of Broiling Knitworks. I'm hoping that I'm not going to have the same problem.
What, you picked the wrong size?
I've picked the wrong size. I've got a feeling that I might have done. It's not that I've picked the wrong size, it's just
you
that...
picked the size that it would fit you at the time you started the project, but you've lost a bit of weight, so... Ooh. I don't know what that one was. So, on to a whip for me. So I have got, this is the Marigold Tea by Winter's
Weather Knits.
Weather Knits, thank you. This is why I have Mum here, because she knows everything that I'm working on and she can tell everyone what it is. So I've done half of it already. It looks really, really tiny, but I am hoping that it'll block out a little bit. Did you swatch? No, I did not. So I'm showing you this way so you can see that I have done half of it. It should fit. Because it's stocking, it rolls. Yeah, that should fit, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because that is a halfway there. So yeah, it should fit. And this is the marigold tee. I will bring it a little bit closer so you can see it.
It's obviously knit sideways.
It is knit sideways, so you actually cast on at the sleeve. Yep. So it's opened
You're
up.
going to show
now.
them back?
Huh?
You're going to show them the back?
The front. That's the bit that's a bit prettier. So yeah, you cast on at the sleeve and you work a number of rows as per the pattern. It's got this really gorgeous lace detail, which will block out a bit better.
How many times did you do that?
3 times. So 3rd time's the charm. So the first time I did it, I did the lace. And because I hadn't done the lace before, I didn't really know what I was trying to read from the pattern. And there wasn't a close-up picture of the lace in the pattern, so I basically couldn't read it. So I didn't know if I was doing it right. And then I got to the second bit of the lace and I was like, the first bit of the lace is very, very wrong. So I was like, oh, I'll leave it. And I kept looking at it, I was like, I can't leave it. So I ripped it all out and started again. But yeah, so you cast on, you do a little bit of ribbing for the sleeve. You then go down a number of rows and then you've got to cast on a load of extra stitches to make the body, because you do the front and the back at the same time. It's all done in very long rows. And then as you can see, you actually do a little bit of shaping here for obviously your head. It's going to sit on your neck. And then you do the same on the other side. You'll start with the sleeves, work a number of rows, do the body, and then you've got to join it together in the middle with Kitchener stitch, which will be interesting. I don't mind Kitchener stitch, but I don't mind it on socks because you've got about that much to do.
I'd be tempted to do a 3-needle bind off.
But then won't you have a ridge in the middle, either in it's on the inside?
I'd make it a feature.
Okay. I suppose it is vertical, so you would be. Anyway, don't know. And then obviously you will seam the sleeves and the body. So I have done half. Do you mind holding that one? I have cast on. I did this yesterday. So I've done that much of the other side.
Got a way to go then.
So yeah, I've got a bit to do. So yeah, and the yarn that I am using is my own hand-dyed yarn. So I have, well, I say hand-dyed. This is yak and it is undyed. Okay, and that is 70% superwash merino, 20% yak and 10% nylon, and it's a 4-ply weight yarn. And then this is the red. I think it's not far off the true colour, is it actually? You can tell it's a different red to what you're
mine's
wearing.
a sort of cherry red.
Yeah. So it needs a name. I don't quite know. I'm going with crimson at the moment. Once it's got a name, it will be on the website. I've got the photos, I've got the listings ready to go. So if you do want it, get in touch. But otherwise, it will be at the shows, but it will have a name by the Summer Wool Festival because it needs a name. I absolutely love red. I started wearing a really old red dress that I had ages ago, and I've realised that I really love wearing red. So I want more red, so I immediately cast this on.
It was the same colour as Shannon's nails.
Sorry.
The last colour you had on it.
Yeah, I'd had red nails for absolutely ages, which is why they're a different colour this time. It was called Fishnet Stockings is the colourway name on the nails, and it's by Essie. And I didn't want a colour called Fishnet Stockings, so that's why it's not called that.
Fishnet stockings are black.
Usually, yeah, that's what I think. Anyway, so yeah, if you've got a colourway name it could be, let me know. I think I'm going for crimson so far because it's got a blue base, which is why I can wear it. Whereas I could wear that one actually. Yeah, I think I could wear that one. I can't wear yellow based colours.
This is quite cool based.
Yeah, so blue based is cool.
So I I wear cool colours. They
Yeah.
look better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got two
It's
more.
quite enjoyable. It's a fun construction. I've never done a top side to side before.
No.
Have you? You probably have because you've.
I think I did one for a test knit. Well, I started doing one for a test knit, but the pattern was abandoned. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have got quite a few patterns that are side to side.
Suzanne Summer.
Summer,
does
yeah.
a couple.
So
she's got one
soon
called.
it's
She's got
base-
one called Grid
grid
lines
and
I
base
really
line.
like that one.
I think I've got those patterns. So I'm kind of thinking about that.
It's fun. It is
Yeah.
a fun construction. Very, very different.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I have done one side to side. I did the aeolium for
What colour was that?
the knitting shed. Marmalade,
Oh,
please.
of course, yes. As soon
I'll
as you
put-
said knitting shed, I was like,
If
yeah,
I've got
I
a
know
picture, I'll
that
put it in there.
one.
But yeah. Right then. So
There's a sample on their stand. Go and check out their stand at the
Yes.
Summer War Festival.
Nicola was wearing it at the big flock.
Yes.
So this one is a new cast on.
Shall I talk about the yarn for you?
Yep.
So it's Stylecraft Naturals, bamboo and cotton, natural yarn from Stylecraft, it says. It's 100 grams. They've put the price tag on the meterage, so I don't know what the meterage is per 100 grams. Oh yes, I do. It's 250 meters, a DK weight, vegan friendly, 60% bamboo, 40% cotton.
And it's in lavender.
It's a really smooth feeling.
Yeah.
Yarn. I like that.
So I am making the plain yoke tee.
Who's it by?
I knew you were going to say that.
I always want to know who it's by. So you know my patterns, but you don't know your patterns.
Lane Home. I can't remember. I'll
Put
put
it
it
on
on
the
screen. And so she has various different versions of it. So this is the 22. So the plain yoke tee 22.
Right.
She's got a 28, which is fingering weight, and then she's got a 20, which is a worsted weight, and then the 22 is a DK weight.
Okay.
So
And you're doing DK?
Yeah.
Obviously, I've just read the yarn label.
do you want to hold it up? So basically, that's what it says on the tin. It's a plain yoke. So it's a circular yoke with some short rows at the back. You cast on with quite a small needle, so it's actually quite fitted around your neck, which I quite like.
Yeah.
And
I'm assuming it still goes. Yeah, still plenty of room to go over her head.
yeah, and then you've got loads of increases, and then when you get to a certain part, you've done all your increases. It's also got a. Can you see the raglan increase?
I didn't notice that. Oh, hang on. Let me show you a bit better. There we go. So you can just about see it there.
So for this one, I quite like yokes, circular yokes, because to make a bust adjustment, it's quite easy.
Yeah.
So I will put a picture of a little diagram in the middle. And what it is when you've got a circular yoke, I'm using made up numbers. So you've got 300 stitches on your needles. You would normally have 100 for the front, 100 for the back, and 50 each for the sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
To make an easy bust adjustment without fiddling with short rows and things like that, if you use 90 for the back, 50 each for the sleeves, and 110 for the front, you've created more room at the front.
Yeah.
And people's backs tend to be fairly straight, so you're going to need less fabric at the back than you are at the front. So that is a really simple way of doing it, and I've put it in this little diagram, which I'll put on there. This one, what I've done is, so the way the pattern works is like there are usually 2 sizes with the same stitch count. So for example, large and extra large, or 2X and 3X, they start out with the same amount of stitches, but depending on which size you do, right at the very end, you can pick your stitch count right at the very end. You do an extra increase round. So for the say for example you've done the large and the extra large, if you're going along and you think, oh actually the large, and try it on and you think, oh the large is, you're making the extra large size, but you're going along, when you stop and before that final increase and try it on and it fits, you can stop, you can just then change the large
Okay,
back.
so you don't have to do the
So you don't have to pick your pattern size until right at the very end. So it's handy for this one because I started doing the 3X, but actually I'm doing the 2 because it got to the point where I thought actually this is big enough.
Yeah.
So
okay.
But yeah. So what I've done is, I mean, I know it's on a really short cable, but you can probably see where I've moved the stitches back. So,
No. So you've got.
I say move the sleeve back. So basically, there's less.
Lift it up a bit more. That's it.
So the back is narrower than the front.
Yeah. So you can see that you've sort of got there and there is sort of under the arms, isn't it? And then when you turn it round, you've got all this extra fabric at the front.
Yeah.
So you can see it's quite, oh, hang on, let me do that and that. You can see you've got all this extra fabric. I'm not doing a very good job of that, but hopefully.
So in my example, with 90 on the back and 110, you've got 20 more stitches on the front, which actually is where you need it.
Where you need it. I don't, because I don't have a big bust.
Yeah.
So I can get away with not doing bust shape.
But then if you wanted less fabric on the back, you could just take, 6 stitches.
Yeah.
Just to sort of like, just move it around slightly to make it a better fit.
I might try it with one of my Tolstas. I know I keep making a Tolsta. I'm sure it's very boring for you lot.
The thing is with...
But I really like it.
The thing is with the Tolsta is you will need to change your raglan increases right from the very beginning. You have to put your stitch markers in.
Yeah.
You have to calculate.
So I can still do my small neck cast on and then increase to the size that I want, but then I would move my stitch markers before the raglan starts.
Yeah. So right, basically, you'll be moving them. You'll be doing less stitches on the back, and slightly, just a few more on the front.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a go.
So yeah,
not a huge amount because I don't have a huge bust. So.
But yeah, it's and it's quite nice to work on this because it's bamboo cotton.
Yeah, which is good for the heat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll give that back to you. I keep stroking it. It's really nice and smooth. I like it.
And this is one of the OG project bags I made.
I like the tape measure. I was going to say arms. They're not arms. What are they? Drawstrings.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So.
And back in a minute. Sorry, that was a little bit further than I wanted it to be, but anyway, using my Project 9. So, this I actually had to put down and stop working on because otherwise it would have been a finished object. And you haven't seen it yet. So, oh, that's where my boots were. Thank you.
Hopefully it will stop my stomach rumbling.
So I am actually making another ripple camisole because I love the spiral on that. I didn't really see that beforehand. Hand dyed yarn. I am making another ripple camisole because I quite like the other one that I did, and when I finished that one and I only used 130 grams for the last one, I was like, I know I have got 130 grams left over of this yarn, which is Ducky Darlings, and it's called Goosebumps, and it's on their yak Superwash Merino yak nylon 4-ply. So it's 70% Superwash Merino, 20% yak, and 10% 4-ply
Nylon.
Oh, I knew as I was saying it was wrong, but I read the word 4-ply and that's what I said. Anyway, 400 meters per 100 grams, which was about the same meterage as the Filcolana Arwetta. So yeah, I figured I've got about 130 grams of this left from another project. And I figured I'd use it for this because it was like, you know, when you have yarn in your stash, you've used a bit of it, you haven't used all of it, and then you're like, oh, well, what am I going to do with 130 grams? It's a bit of a weird number to have. So it's been sat in my stash for a while. When did we do Newcastle? Was that 2024? Or was it 23?
Yeah. 24, I think.
So August 24 is when I bought the yarn from Hayley and Nick. It is really blowing out on the screen. I'll see if I can get a photo and we can put the colour in from that, but it is a lot brighter. Whether that's gonna... No. Basically that's what I've got left. I have done the whole body. I now need to do...
Did you do the extra bit of length?
I have, yes. So it is an inch longer knit, so even when it's blocked it should stretch a teeny bit more than just that inch. So yes, and I have got all my... I wondered where all my swear words were. They're all on here for some reason. They're all on here. I'm not going to show you, but they are swear words that I got from Yarnistry,
but they were from the Mummy and Flory stand at...
Yeah,
Big
Amy's
Block.
got them, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I saw them and I was like, I have to have them. So I bought them. Yeah, I didn't really know what else to say about this, but I really like the colour. I really like the shape of it. I'm not going to do the shaping at the back. I'm just going to do the I-cord cast off. So I will do the shaping at the front. So
that's the front.
Yeah.
So that's the back. It's got a kind of like triangle shape here. So you're going to go straight across.
I'm going to go straight across at the back because I feel like it's not really needed at the back, the shaping.
Then you might as well keep these at the same length.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping will work. So I'm going to keep the straps at the same length because I've written down how many rows I did for the, because it's an I-cord, and then literally just do straight at the back and kind of just do a 3 needle bind off to join the strap to the back, but obviously I will have the shaping on the front still because I quite like it. Yeah, but obviously in this colour. So yeah, that's my last whip. So that will probably be finished next time. We'll see. I have been working on other things which are so pretty.
How many more have you got?
Just this.
And I've just got one.
Okay, you go first.
So, when I lived with my mum, she was bored and she liked yarn. So I had lots of different advent calendars. If you turn it around, because this group is on, that's it. I had lots of different advent calendars, I had lots of different minis and all that kind of stuff. So she went through them and she wound them all up. I think there was nearly 200 in total. It took her days. She loved it. And then
she put all the colours together.
And then what she did was she put all the colours together in bags.
I knew she would love that. She loves playing with colour.
And so while I was at work, she used to. It took her weeks to do this, and then she put them all together for me in bags. And when we had a clear out the other day, I put them all in my D-stash.
Yes, next one.
All right, okay. I thought it was going to be Shannon's parcel delivery. So I put them all in my D-stash, and then I thought, no, I want to keep them because she worked so hard and she put the colours together. So, I know. I'm making a...
Where did that? That's really nice.
I have no idea where these come from because obviously she got rid of all the ball bags. So I am making a corner to corner blanket. Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
And I'm not.
Are you just picking random?
I'm just literally the bag sits down by the side of my chair, and when I finish one, I just pick up one and go. I'm joining mid-row using the clasped weft join. So it's kind of knitted in, so all I need to do is just snip the ends at the end. Don't have to sew the ends in.
Okay, well you're going to need to show me that one, that join. And you're not near the end, so...
No.
Getting it in.
Yeah, so it's just literally...
Oh, that looks so fun. I love the way the colour has gone at the bottom with this one, because obviously it's a variegated one where you've got the white,
yeah.
And then you've got the colour. And I love how it's... Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
So I've got purples, I've got creams, I've got lemons, and I've got blues, different colours. I think there was about 4 or 5 different colour bags. So
I have a blue one.
If you want them.
No, I meant the blanket.
Oh, you want me to make the blanket? I'll probably quite, it's one of those things that you don't have to think about.
It be like a sagey greeny kind of mix?
There are greens, yeah.
Because then that can go in my spare bedroom. Please.
My room.
Yes, yes, actually, your room.
So I'm gonna just work on it as and when. When it came to it, I was looking at it in the bag and I thought, I can't get rid of that. She worked so hard on it.
Mm.
So I might make a scrappy jumper. I test knit that scrappy jumper, didn't I? For Annie Uti.
Yeah.
I used I might make a scrappy jumper with one of them. I want to use them.
Yeah.
So they didn't make it to my D-stash. And to be honest, I've given quite a lot of it away. So, and that's my last one.
Cool. Well, I've got something a bit different, which I haven't done for years and years and years and years. And there are other podcasts out there that have moved on to sewing. So I have done quite a lot of a cross stitch. I'm just going to show you. I mean, all the fabric's folded behind it. It's not finished. Obviously, you can see that it's not finished. So basically, I need to do a few more of the leaves down here and then work all the way up here, finish the word boo, and then finish bits of the ghost in his little arm. So yeah, and I bought this kit. I'm really proud of myself. I bought the kit from the Knit and Stitch show last year, so last October, and I'm actually using it, which I don't normally do. I buy yarn and then it sits there for a year or two and then eventually I use it. So yeah, really, really excited to get that one done. Do you want to hold that? I've got a bit more information here if you want to know. So I'll try not to crinkle too much because it is a very crinkly plastic. So this is hopefully the final bit. It did come with linen in the pack and I did do a bit of cross stitch on that. I'm not going to get it out because it's going to be really, really crinkly. I did do a bit of the cross stitch on the linen and I just couldn't get it consistent. Like you can even tell, I don't know if you can see, but the weave is not very consistent on the linen. And it looked really, really messy. So I ordered some Ada. I think that's a 14 stitch count Ada. I can't remember. I can't remember how Ada works. It's something like the number of stitches per inch.
So the higher the number, the smaller
the stitch. Yeah. So I just got 14 because that was the most common one. I also got it in like a beigey colour. It's not quite the same colour as what she had, but it was as close as I could get whilst looking online because obviously camera photos don't always show off the colours as well as they could. But yeah, so I didn't think it was too far off, if you can hold it up a bit. I didn't think it was too far off. This has got a bit more of a grey tone to it, and that's a bit more warmer, but I'm okay with it. And it's a design by Love Poppet. So lovepoppet.co.uk. Yeah, she's got some fantastic cross stitches kits. I don't really know what I'm talking about because I don't do it very regularly. I mean, the last cross stitch I did was that tiger, and that was 2006.
Shannon decided that she was going to take up the cross stitch, so instead of actually doing a little
like so,
she bought a cross stitch kit that had tigers going through water.
That was huge.
And it was huge.
Have you still got that? Because you took it.
I think Raymond and Pam are looking after it. My brother and sister-in-law are looking after it, I think.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't want it. I just wanted to do it. This is my problem, is I want to do the craft, but I don't always want the final product. Whereas now I'm very much trying to buy crafts where I want the final product. So
it was up in Nanny's room for a long time.
See, ghosts. Love ghosts. And I saw him and I was like, very much need to have a go at that. And it's all living in just a cheap plastic bag. I mean, you could go out and buy more fancy, nicer bags, whatever, handmade ones. I haven't. I'm just using this. It's a simple one because it's like, why bother spending all the money?
Yeah.
If I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it, I might do another one. I have found another pattern that I really, really want to do.
It's quite nice actually. Those bags, because you can see through them.
Yeah.
I'm very much. Was it to do with object permanence and things like that?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm very much a person that if I don't see it, I don't know I've got it.
Yeah. Which is why you want to sort your stash out rather than hide it under the bed in your Ottoman bed that you've got. Yeah. You want it in your
So I bought some like acrylic clear acrylic boxes for them to go in, and I've started putting some projects or yarn that I've bought for specific projects in there. Yeah, but because I can see it, I know I've got it. But if I can't see it,
just saying about this Love Poppet thing, she gives you a little card with all the threads that you need. I mean, I'm really, really hoping that I don't need this colour again, because that is literally all I've got left. I put it on there just in case they need it. If not, I will go back to her and say, yeah, I got this stitched kit from you. I need some more. I think she does give you the numbers, and she says in her information bit that they are DMC threads. So I could just go and buy it myself. But
actually, before you do that, let me go through Nanny's. I've got a big thing at home of Nanny's DMC threads.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be buying anymore. I bought the kit, so I'm under the opinion that if I've bought a kit from somebody, they provide the threads, that they should provide all of them. So I'm 99% sure that I won't need this one. That I don't even think you can see it on there, but like it is literally that long.
It's literally about 3 inches long.
Yeah, probably 5 inches in total. Like if you were to literally lay it out flat. I don't think I need any more of it, but anyway. And I thought I'd just show this off because this is what I'm actually using. So it is my Knit Pro. What do you call them?
I have no idea.
They're like a folder where you can, and they've got magnetic bits where you can stick your pattern to the board. That is my delivery, so I will shut up in a minute. And I'm just colouring in the stitch pattern as I go. I won't show the stitch pattern because it is paid for. And I thought it was quite fun that I'm using a yarny thing for a sewing thing.
Cool.
But anyway, I'm going to have to go in a second because my delivery is here.
Can you hear that?
It is really loud. You need to feed that thing.
Right then, so we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Bear
with us.
Yeah, I don't think we've been quite as chaotic as we normally are. I quite like the chaotic ones.
Yeah. No tea has come out of my nose today, so I am very happy about that.
Calling
that hurt.
Calling it a win.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a win kind of day.
Yeah. So we will be back
Hopefully in a month.
Hopefully in a month. I think the job kind of.
You've been out of work for a very long time, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you had to get back into a routine
that
you hadn't done for a very long time.
Yeah. And combined with sort of like wanting to take more care of myself and being a little bit more active, it kind of was,
all a bit much.
All a bit much. Plus, did you know it's been hot? But thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
We will see you soon.
Hopefully in a month.
Hope you're keeping well.
Yeah.
And hope you're enjoying your crafting. And if you don't, do something else.
Yeah. Life's too short.
Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.